How is everyone doing today? And in this video, we are going to be talking about the next character that will be rerunning in Honkai Star Rail, and that is going to be, of course, Aventurine. And with Aventurine, of course, this is a really big, I'm not gonna lie, rerun patch for a lot of people, and there's just a lot of value overall when it comes to all of the characters coming into the next patch or coming into the general area where we're going into. We have Acheron, who's the first rerun that's coming out. Then we have Aventurine, who's coming out. And then not only that, we also have Sunday and Tingyun. A lot of really big hard hitters when it comes to the aspect of your account. And then we also have 3.0 coming out very soon or sometime in the future. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to when it comes to not only preserving your account, getting the right characters. There's just a lot going on. So in this video, we're going to talk about Aventurine, what he is in currently at the moment when it comes to his viability in the game, in the meta, and also the teams that he's in at the current moment, his viability in the future, all that different type of stuff. So make sure to leave a like, comment, sub, all the different type of stuff, and let me know if you are planning to pull on Aventurine or if you're on the fence. But let's go ahead and start talking about Aventurine. As we know, Aventurine is our preservation imaginary sainer or shielder, my bad. But while being a shielder, he has a lot of different aspects to his kit as well when it comes to his ultimate being a really high damaging little burst of damage that you can throw onto the enemy. Not only that, you also have the unnerved debuff, which does allow you to do more crit damage to the enemy and also classified as a debuff. So that means it helps out someone like Acheron, which is one character you can use on the team. He does do a lot. When I mean it does a lot, he's a really good sustainer. There's a reason he's tier 0 at the moment, because not only is he able to have infinite shields, which are the primary way of sustaining. A lot of people prefer shields way more than actual heals because shields can prevent a one shot while heals can't necessarily do so. If they do more than your health, you're kind of out for the count. But if a shield is on you and they do more than your health, then you'll have a little bit of extra health left over so that you are able to keep on fighting for another turn or so. And with Aventurine, whenever you get hit, which is for the whole team included, you are going to be able to gain these stacks that allow you to basically refill your shield non-stop. You're basically just never going to die with Aventurine. Aventurine is basically the epitome of God mode in this game, and he just overall does his job with the most easiest possibility of doing. So it's a really good character to have overall when it comes to the sustainability factor of him. Of course, him being able to do damage, him being able to support is a big bonus and a really nice thing to have in his kit. One thing that's really great for him is that since he does attack quite a bit of times, not only does this help out other characters like Fei Xiao, this also helps out characters like Robin as well, who is able to just boost these numbers up, keep on getting those ticks, lets them tally up the action points that you're going to get with Fei Xiao. It is overall a really big buff, really good synergy with Aventurine himself. So realistically, there's just so many good things that come from him. Infinite sustain, infinite shield. You have the damage portion as well. He has parts of his kit that help him with getting crit rate, helping him out with getting extra damage out, so you can build a sustain slash DPS build, which is overall what I really like to run on him. And then other than that, he just has everything that you would want to sustain. Now realistically, looking at sustains currently in Honkai Star Rail, there is something I do want to talk about when it comes to what you should prioritize for sustains. Right now we do have some good 4-star sustains that are kind of god tier in their own right. Gallagher, really good as a sustain realistically. I think this is the only one I can actually say that's just like really great for overall content in any way, shape, and form, especially if you're running a break team. He works very well in that regard. But one thing I want to say about sustains right now is that there's a couple of conditions, there's a couple of stages when it comes to pulling for them that you need to consider, just so that you're not wasting your Stellar Jade. One thing is that, do you have 2 premium sustains? Let's say, do you have Aventurine and also have by chance REHOO? You probably don't need another 5-star sustain. Realistically, there's nothing in the game at the current moment that needs a extra team, that needs a third team for you to have, which means there's no reason to have a third premium sustain. You could fit a lot of teams with the different amounts of premium sustains in the game when it comes to Luocha, because I know a lot of earlier players have him. When it comes to Fuxuan, same thing goes. REHOO, same thing goes, and even more so for Aventurine as well. If you have 2 sustains, 2 premium sustains at that. This also includes Bailu and Japar, because they both do their job very well. I think Bailu does it a little bit better in my opinion, but that is personal preference. I think you're pretty much good to go without needing another sustain. I do want to say though, once you finish these 2 premium sustains worth of having in your account, I do think realistically that these sustains are now considered as bonus add-ons for the teams that you're on. So the way I think about it is that, are you looking at your favorite team, let's say it's Firefly, and you have premium sustains, you're able to clear easily, you're not gonna die in any way, shape, or form, but you really like Firefly's team. At that point, you would pull for something like Linksha. Same thing goes for Fei Xiao. You really enjoy Fei Xiao's team, you really love follow-up, you would go for Aventurine, because Aventurine is going to help with the extra damage. Aventurine is going to do his own damage, and Aventurine is going to be able to sustain very easily. Same thing goes with REHOO. With a lot of the hyper carry teams, a lot of teams in general with their energy building, if you want a more general specialized buffer, then REHOO would definitely be it. Fu Xuan is there realistically just for limited sustain, but she does give crit rate and also CC prevention. So this has their own little aspects to their kit that help them out specifically in certain niches. I do see these sustains at the current moment as more luxury add-ons to a lot of different teams that you can put onto your account to help one team function a little bit better than it did before, being able to clear things a little faster. That way you get a little bit more leeway for the other teams. I think that's the best way we can start looking at these characters at the current moment. And Aventurine is just such a good character when it comes to looking in that aspect, because there's 2 different teams that work very well with them. When it comes to follow-up, it's by far one of the best options in the game, and probably won't be a better option for a very long time. And same thing goes for Acheron's team, because he's able to apply debuffs that not many other sustains are able to do without a certain light cone, and he can apply it with the trend of the universal market. Yeah, Aventurine is by far one of the better partners to have with Acheron, and also follow-up. So there's 2 different teams that he's well needed on, so that gives you a little bit more options to play around with him. And then overall, he's just a really good sustain as well. So Aventurine at the current moment, really good character, still tier 0, still one of the best sustains in the game. I don't see him losing right now in terms of power for a very long time, just because him being able to sustain himself almost infinitely with his blind bet points, him being able to give himself blind bet points with his ultimate, him being able to do damage, him being able to support. It's a lot of really great aspects to a sustain that it's going to be really hard to beat in the future. Now, of course, we do have a character that is trying to basically be in the same spot as him, which is Linksha. Linksha is a little bit more break oriented though, but she can work with Fei Xiao and slightly can work with Acheron as well. But realistically, Aventurine would be the better option for those 2 teams, while Linksha would be a little bit more centered towards break. So right now, Aventurine is looking really good in terms of investment. If you don't have 2 sustains, 100% would look forward to picking up Aventurine. If you do have 2 sustains, then you have to ask yourself, do I really love the follow-up team? Do I love the Acheron team? And if those answers are yes, then maybe you would pull up Aventurine as well. Now, there are a bunch of things to consider as well when we're looking at the characters that will be coming out around Aventurine. One of them, of course, being Acheron herself. I still do think Acheron is a really worthwhile pickup, and I do think she'll get stronger as time goes by, with, of course, future characters being Nihility, future characters being debuffers, or adding a bunch of debuffs at one time, which could severely help out Acheron, which would be really, really great. And then not only that, we also have Tingyun, we also have Sunday. There's a Harmony and a Nihility character, and we all know the Harmony characters are by far some of the best characters in the game. We have Robin, we have Ruan Mei. These characters have absolutely shattered the expectations of what a support is, and seeing that Sunday is coming out as a Harmony unit, we have to wait and see what he's able to do. Now, of course, a really good thing is that the stream will be coming out very soon, so that means that we will be able to see what Tingyun does specifically, what Sunday does specifically, and then we can start basing our answers if we want Acheron or Aventurine. But we got to remember, again, these characters will probably be good because Sunday is Harmony, Harmony is busted, Nihility is just an overall good pass, so Tingyun might be very good as well. And then we also have Drip Market. So yes, there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to consider, but overall, my say right now for Aventurine, specifically for him himself only, really good pickup, really great character. I would 100% not regret it. I still haven't regretted it. I actually enjoy this character so much. now that I have them, and would recommend people to pick them up if they are looking forward to picking up Aventurine. So other than that, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. When talking about Aventurine, I really do think he's absolutely amazing, really good character overall. Just a really nice general sustain, really nice niche sustain, all that different type of stuff. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll wait to the next video. See y'all guys in the next one, and peace.